Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Makes Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is my second movie review of the year for 2024, and today's review is Lift. So this is the new heist film starring Kevin Hart, and basically, it's just, to give a very quick plot summary, it is basically about these group of art thieves who get enlisted by Interpol to try and steal some gold off this really bad man. I can't remember what they called him. And basically, they're trying to steal it off a plane. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it, but also got Red Notice vibes. So yeah, so let's get into this proper full review. So I did enjoy this film more than I thought I would. I'd watched the trailer for it. Like I said, I do get Red Notice vibes from this film. The film starring Ryan Reynolds and The Rock that come out not last year, the year before. So it kind of took away from it a little bit because, say, I did kind of get that vibe a little bit. But when you take that part away from it, it is actually a pretty good movie. It's pretty generic in the heist kind of fashion. Like, obviously we all know what happens in these heist movies, and it does play on that genre a little bit, plays on the stereotypical things that happen in heist movies and things like that. But the characters were fun. Kevin Hart, he definitely played a bit more of a serious role, although I will say my favourite movie of his, serious-wise, was Fatherhood. That's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, I seriously recommend you do. In this one, he does play a bit more of a serious character, but it just doesn't feel as good as the one in Fatherhood. So, I think I prefer him in comedies when he can be outrageously funny. But this one, he's sort of like very tamed, very laid-back character. Leader of the group, you know. He's got this love interest, which she's a pretty fun love interest, not gonna lie. And the fact that she can think on her feet and things like that, I think is pretty good. The bad guy in this film, you don't really see much of him. Like, you see him in bits and pieces. He's supposed to be like this really bad character. Like, he's violent and all that. But to be honest, he's more of a laid-back person. That's what I mean. Like, with this, it was a good film, but they felt very laid-back. As weird as it sounds. But when it got to the heist bit, that was actually pretty fun and entertaining to watch, especially with what they had to do during the heist. Some of the fight scenes in this looked really good. The twist, I'm surprised I actually didn't see coming. But at the same time, thinking about it now, if I was to rewatch it, I probably would see it coming, in the sense of if I thought, oh, watching this for the first time, and I see the little hints, then yeah. But no, this was actually a pretty decent movie. It's your typical Netflix movie, you know. It's not all the Netflix movies are going to be hits because it is a streaming service. Streaming service films are usually done to a certain extent. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I think I prefer Red Notice over Lift. As much as Red Notice is such a weird film. But because it feels like your typical heist movie, it just takes away from it a little bit. It doesn't do anything too different. But it's still a fun watch. If you want a film that you can just shut your brain off, where you don't have to think too much on it, where you don't have to rely on all the information, where you can just sit there, have a couple of laughs. Like, there was quite a few funny one-liners in this film. I mean, even my mum, she sat there and watched it with me. She had a good couple of laughs with it as well. But if you want something, like I said, that's just something that you can put on and you know you don't have to think too much on, this is one I'd recommend. Even if you just watch it once. I know quite a few people, when I was looking on Letterboxd, weren't a massive fan of this, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a massive fan either, but it was good for what it was, and I found some entertainment from it, and yeah. I don't know really what else I can say about this film. I'm a little bit concerned because I've only watched 2 movies of 2024 so far, and they've only been either okay or just good. I've not had anything wow me yet. So I'm hoping by the end of January, whatever other movies I watch, they do wow me. But for the fact that the first two movies haven't been great, whereas last year, the first two movies I watched that year were brilliant, and I think they were The Whale and Babylon. So I'm sort of a bit concerned, but at the same time, I think a lot of the better movies are coming out in future months. Like in February, we got Argyle, which I'm really hyped for because that looked quite funny when me and my mum saw it in the trailer in the cinema. So that one I'm most hyped for. But for now, I'm a little bit disappointed of how the year's started. But yeah, so my final score for this is a 6 out of 10 because it is above average. It was a fun film, but like I said, because it does give me that vibe of Red Notice, kind of knocked it down a bit because I was just like, it's better than a 5, but also at the same time it wouldn't be higher than a 6 because, like I said, it is pretty generic. If you're not a fan of generic films, maybe this one wouldn't be for you. But at the same time, if you want something that's just, you can put on in the background and you can just lay back and watch it, this is definitely one I'd recommend. But yes, I really hope you enjoyed this review of Lift. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And also leave me your comments and thoughts on Lift. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? And what's your favourite heist movie of all time? I haven't watched many, so I can't really say for sure. I need to watch some more before I can say mine. But I'd love to know what your guys' favourite is. So yeah, really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.